Thank you. I certainly apologize for being late and keeping you from your work. I had brought my grandson here who wanted to come to Disney World. We've been on about a week journey from Georgia, where my mother's from, rural Georgia, very in the rural part of Georgia. Seeing some of my people down there, and then coming to Disney World here. But whenever I get a chance to come to a hotel, especially a hotel represented by Workers United, I come there as I've been on many campaigns with hotel workers over the last year. I see myself as more than just a simple actor. I come from a union household. My parents were postal employees and came to the post office in 1948 when they desegregated the federal workforce. And as a result of that, the lessons that I learned, certainly as a child growing up, is the importance of unions and the importance of people mobilizing in their best interests. It's one of the key lessons that I try to carry with me, in the sense that organize, as A. Philip Randolph said, the great labor leader said, you organize on the benefit, for the benefits that affect you, your family, and your community. So I'm here, in this sense, to support you in your efforts. I realize that every time I walk into a hotel room, I walk among working men and women who have families, who have communities that they support, not only here in the United States, but also overseas, from where they come, their homeland, where they come from. This is a unique time, because the majority of workers in this country are workers who come from other places. They're men and women who come here and they work and they make this country a better place. I had the opportunity a few months ago to go to Brooklyn, Ohio, where a group of women were on strike, were about to lose their jobs. They weren't on strike, they were about to lose their jobs because a very important and a very famous clothing manufacturer decided it wanted to move those jobs, which we were paying the workers, the women, an average of about $12 an hour. They wanted to take those jobs and move them to another place where the labor was cheaper. Yet the factory that they work in, these 400 women, was a profitable factory. It supported not only that immediate community that they lived in, it also supported their families, extended families back home. They wanted to take those jobs. And what happened was that just the right moment of those women, those incredible, courageous women standing up and saying that we will not lay down for this. They've standing up with the infusion of people like myself and others who had some visibility to say, you can't just take these jobs and outsource these jobs. You can't just take these people and believe that they're unimportant and that they have no relevance and that they don't have lives. You can't just take their jobs. You can't just take their lives. They won. They won because they stood up. They won because they stood up and because what they did was just. What they did was fair. And what they did was important, not only for them, not only for that community, for all workers. That's the power that workers have. I'm always in support of workers, as I said, because of my parents. My mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my mother's father's mother was born a slave in 1853. She was freed by the Emancipation Proclamation. My mother told me as a child that she would be eternally grateful for her mother and father because she did not have to pick cotton in September. She went to school in September. Consequently, in 1942, she was the first person in her family to graduate from college. I stand here because my mother didn't pick cotton in September. That's why I stand for you. You'll have children, and you stand for what you stand up for, with what you believe are going to change the course of their lives. Believe that. It's changed the course of my life. I want to thank you once again for your gracious acceptance of me coming here to speak to you, and once again I apologize for being so late. Thank you.